Can we just say that? Can we just say it? Can I get an amen? Where the hell did this week go? That's crazy, some crazy stuff here. I just can't believe it's Thursday. Thursday. All right, let's grab live chat. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Let's wait for everybody to fall in. Let the bus, the Dish with D bus coming in. Barbara's the first one in the door. Here we all are. Hello, hello, my lovelies. I know, can you believe it's Thursday? I can't stand it. But it's Thursday. I don't even know how that even happened. I don't know. Hello, hello, hello. Excuse me. Come down here and I yawn. Well, actually, the reason I'm yawning is because this is the first I sat down all day. I'm right here for every day, but I was out today. We just came back from the farmer's market. You will see that on tomorrow's vlog. Saucy wench in the house. We're going to have another vlog tomorrow. I went to Walmart, went to the farm market. You'll see what I got. It's all good stuff. Oh, I'm so happy you enjoyed the vlog. It was a little bit long. I know, but I think that it's kind of like really like I feel like we're just really spending the day together. Just talk. I said that in the car in today's vlog. I'm like, it's like you're all in the car with me and I'm just chit-chatting with y'all. Hello, hello. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys appreciating the vlogs. I feel like the vlogs are seem to be what people want to watch right now. So I'm going to try to accommodate a little bit. Little bit of accommodation. Ah, never too long. I love when people say that. I do. Today, I think I might add into today's because I want to go to Aldi tomorrow. Because we're going out on Saturday, which I think I mentioned in the rambling. I need a few things. So we might just I might just have the Aldi haul in there and then upload it. Because who doesn't love to see an Aldi haul? Because you find some fun stuff at Aldi. Because I'm bringing veggies and dip. So I want to get a fun dip at Aldi and some fun vegetables. I might have to go to shop right there to get the carrot chips because I need some carrot chips in my life. I do. Oh my gosh, what do you do tomorrow? I went to Walmart to get a couple of things. I spent $198. I went to the clothes section. Yeah, you'll see that tomorrow. I can't pass up a clearance. I can't pass up a sale. I can't pass up like warm stuff. J-Dog's in the house. Can I just say I love saying J-Dog? I just do. I just love it, J-Dog. I do. Hello, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. It was very warm today. Compared to yesterday, Saturday's supposed to be beautiful when we're on the boat. So maybe I'll vlog on the boat. We'll see. I'll have to see how the mood strikes me. Welcome, Mail Girl. It's her first time here. Well, welcome. So welcome, Mail Girl. What plan do you follow? We support any weight loss plan here. Do you know what I was looking at in my email today? Because I have like every app known to man, basically. But MyFitnessPal and Healthy both put out like a meeting topic. I really should, on the Weight Watchers meeting topic, should throw those in too. But then the video might be too long because I take way too long with those videos anyway. Don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you very much for the reminder, wench. Weight Watchers, wonderful. I am on the Weight Watchers plan personally. I do follow the old plan. We don't tell Weight Watchers that. I follow the old blue plan. Oh, Mall Girl. I said Mail Girl. Is it Mail Girl or Mall Girl? Let me see. Wait a minute. It's Mail. Because I misread everybody's name. It's not. It's just I have cataracts. And sometimes I don't see right. which I need to make that appointment. I did get my echo appointment, by the way. That's next Friday. I should write it here. Echo at 11:30. Okay, sorry. Oh my goodness! I don't usually. I do yawn a lot. Who am I kidding? It's just this is like my relaxation for the day. Oh, you get. Yeah, it's when I turned 50, I got arthritis. I had cataracts. I'm like, right now I'm currently 50. Just turned 57. I'm like, seriously? I got degenerative disc disease, and I have cataracts. Like, and then I went through menopause early. So yeah, yay me! Oh, the CEO from David was on some business. What kind of business? Do we know? I have an 11-inch MacBook too. You can both blame it on that. Calories, well, fantastic. I always say, I'm not here to tell you what plan to be on. That's why I kind of said to myself, I don't want to be responsible for that. Because who am I to tell anybody what to do? You can have all the degrees in the world. That doesn't make you know people. People have to decide. Like, that's one thing I think you need to decide what plan you want to do, what food you want to eat, what food you don't want to eat. I'm not going to ever sit here and tell you, don't eat that, you should eat this. Don't. The only thing I will say is I don't like fat-free cheese. Yeah, I don't like fat-free cheese. Only because it doesn't melt. It never looks good. It just doesn't look appetizing. So, yeah, so I'm, like, not into the fat-free cheese. Though I do like fat-free yogurt. I don't mind fat-free cottage cheese. I tend to eat 1%, but I don't mind it. Don't hate it. I just, Yeah, the stinking, Steve calls it manopause. You're pausing men. Yeah. I was in my late 40s. I was like 46, 47 when I started. Because he could tell on the blood test that I had, he says, you're starting. And it was horrible. The last few years, it was absolutely horrific. Like, we're going to talk frank here because that's what we do. When you get your monthly, my monthly was always easy. I mean, 3 days, in and out, I was done. Towards the end, we're talking 5 to 7 days of, yeah, bad stuff. I never had it like that. And that's what happens towards the end. I couldn't even go out. I had to call out of work a few times because it was that bad. If you know, you know. Hello, hello. A vegan cheese that melts. I'm all into the vegan. I kind of like some vegan stuff. I do. But there's a diner we go to. They have a vegan menu, and I always order off of it. I'm not vegan, but I like the stuff. Oh, you got that right, Darlene. Mental pause. I like that one better. Good evening, good evening. You see, mine was never bad. It was I mean I had easy deliveries. I had easy monthlies. Like in that department, I was pretty good. Not at the end, man. I made up for it. It was horrible. He put me on birth control. It was so bad. And then my blood pressure went up, so we stopped that. So yeah. Violife. Hello, hello. Yeah, forced menopause. I get that. Yeah, do we know anything that she said? Is it posted anywhere? The grand finale. Oh, there you go. Violife cheese. I should write that down because I like vegan stuff. Just because it's vegan doesn't make it low in points and calories, though. Just be forewarned. I've learned that. I showed you guys my blotter one at the end of the month. It's like I have all my notes and I scribble. I'm kind of like that Tyler Henry when he does his readings. He scribbles. That's what I do here. Oh, many paws. I never had well, I shouldn't say that. I did have hot flashes. Like the back of my neck always got wet. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I'm at a work difference. Gotcha. Yeah, it just raised my blood pressure, and so they took me off of it. And then I didn't change. It was much after that that I finally, it just finally. And I didn't get any of that weird, like some people get like little goofy with menopause, like acting out and stuff. I didn't get that. I'm more cold than I am hot. I get the shivers. It's like that's the lost weight shivers. It's like you get really cold when you lose a lot of weight. Um, you get cold, and it's like I was always hot, and it's so different to always be cold. Like I said, I used to sleep with one foot out of the bed. Not now. Now I'm like sometimes I sleep with socks on. Total difference. Hormone replacement therapy. Yeah, some people need it. It's just you do. Nothing to be ashamed about. You need it, you take it. Because some people have it bad. They do. Oh, what is it? I'm cold all the time. You'll see in my haul tomorrow the cute little thermals I got at Walmart. Because I love a good, like, little base, little layering piece. Yeah, I mean, some people they do. You get mean, and it's not uncommon. Yeah, it's like I never expected that. The freezing. Oh my gosh. I have sweaters down here. You see that? I have sweaters every room of my house. There's a sweater. I am like the cardigan whore. Everywhere I go, I see a cute cardigan. I buy it. I must have at least 15 cardigans in different colors. I saw one today. I was in Walmart. I almost bought a sweatshirt because it was cute. You're like, I'm like, you don't need this. I know, but it's cute. You don't need it. Like sometimes people look at me going, why is she talking to herself? Because sometimes you have to talk it out. You gotta talk it out. Shorts and a tie. That used to be me. I used to wear summer pajamas all year round. Oh, yum. A oatmeal Kroger bowl. No, cold weather does not help hot flashes because you were just hot from the inside out. I mean, I didn't like I don't think my mother had any weird issues that I remember. Yeah, your body changes when you're in menopause. It's a little hormonal imbalance that you just have to work through. It's not impossible. It's just a little bit more difficult. Or the word is challenging. Like we need more challenges, but it is the truth. Yes, I take a sweater with me at church because you just never know you're going to be cold. And I never would take a jacket. I'd be like, oh, I'm never going to be cold. Not me. Yeah, everywhere we go. Wow, Linda, 231 pounds. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm usually like it's always cold. Even upstairs sometimes at night with the air running, Steve comes and puts the fan on. I grab my sweater, I always have blankets behind me. If you ever see me sitting in that chair, there's always a couple of blankets. They're all different types, warm, warm, and warmest. Because I don't know which one I'm going to want. Hello from Michigan. The bran muffins are good. The bran muffin recipe came from the back of the box. I just tweaked it a little bit. Oh, I tried the pizza today. You'll see that in tomorrow's video. But if you have Instagram, it should be in my story. Little heads up. So yes. Hello, hello, hello. If you want to know how I liked it, you could ask me. Maybe I'll tell you what I thought. It's good. Okay, Peter tried it because we split it. Peter has purchased the Quest frozen pizza, so which is another protein pizza. I said to Peter, what do you think compared to the Quest pizza? He said, I like this better. Here's the kicker, though. You have to be, it's thin. It's not a thick crust. If you don't like a thin crusted pizza, you won't like it. It's thin. It's got a nice little crunch to it. It was good. He said he liked it. He said he may order some. Like, okay. We had the pepperoni one. I have a cheese one, and I have a plain one. And I have a ball of dough. Yes, I'm a thin girl, so I was excited. I was excited to try it. Maybe the plain one, I might just make a tomato pie. Just put some sauce and that's it, some Parmesan cheese. Because that's how I like my pizza. If I'm an Italian girl, grew up in Philly, it was all about the tomato pie, and that's what I like. The boys, they like it, but they like cheese too. No, I like dough. That's awesome, Jill, because you didn't tell you. I have no idea. I never even looked. They sent me a little PR package because I've been talking with them for like 6-8 months. They used to be 2-ingredient dough website. They used to make recipes, and I always tagged them, and we would always chit chat. And they came out with this making the dough, and they asked they think. I said, I think it's a great idea because I know so many of you hate making it. You know how many times I get texts from people saying, I hate this dough. It's just I threw it in the trash because it's very hard to deal with. It is. Hey, Wendy. And I think it would be good for people who don't like to deal with it. Now, they also sell frozen dough. So you could sit there, you want to make calzones or something, or like little pastries, you can. They also sell pre-made pizzas, which I have, which were really good. It's called Yo. Yough. Yo. I can share the website. I think I can get to it. But they are Yo Pizza. Here it is. Maybe this is it. Here we go. Eatyo.com. That's what's hard because it's hard to get a website when people have these names. And somebody said to me, they said it's expensive. I said, well, they're making the dough for you. I mean, you pay for that. Yeah, I mean nothing's I didn't expect it to be cheap, but it's for only people who don't want to deal with it. There's I make my own. I make my own 2-ingredient. I don't have a problem with it, but I know people that do, and it is a pain in the butt. There it is. Yeah, and that's if you price it against the Quest pizza, because that's what it's really competing against. But this one has more protein than the Quest pizza. And it has kind of what you would call better ingredients. If you're an ingredient looker, better ingredients. There's Wendy's channel. Go check out Wendy. And if you like mugs, if you think my mug is beautiful, Wendy can make one for you. Whatever you want her to put on it, she will. You could put your initials. You could put your favorite saying. Wendy is a magician. You should see, if you do her Facebook page, the things that she's producing is ridiculous. It's like, one is prettier than the next. I've been enjoying the Bolthouse Farms dressings. In fact, I'm going to Aldi tomorrow to get that tzatziki spinach artichoke dip again because I want to take that on the cruise with us. Gluten-free stuff is expensive. Take it from somebody. That's why I almost wasn't going to eat the pizza, but like I said, I had to try it. It was good. Yeah, now my son said this was better than the Quest pizza. Yep. That's what you can get on a mug. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're very nice. And guess what? I get one of these down every day, and sometimes a half. Fill it and you will drink. I want to go on another cruise. We had such a fabulous time. It was the most affordable vacation we ever went on. I had the best time. Awesome, Catherine. When the husbands like something, it's like a double winner. I know. It's only 2 point. I mean, it's 2 tablespoons for a point. Like, I want to make my own, though. But I don't feel like doing it this week. Maybe next week on the vlog, we'll make some fun dip. I did. You'll see that tomorrow when I got it at Walmart. We may make next week some cookies. I did get some new bread. I think it's called G Free. Don't quote me on it. Aldi had a nice selection of different breads. So I got pita bread. I got a sourdough bread. I got little ciabatta bread rolls to keep in the freezer. Wendy, do you make mugs with leak-proof lids? These are the lids that come on this one. I don't know if it's leak-proof. I mean, nothing's coming out unless it came out the hole. 5 days of dips. That could be fun. I like 5 days of dips. Peter wants me to do 5 days of overnight oats. But I'm not doing anything till September. People aren't watching. So I'm going to, all the good stuff, September, we're going to have 5 days of overnight oats, 5 days of dips we'll do. That's a great one. I know, but if I need gluten-free, I can't have gluten in it. Oh, look at Suzanne. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, what happened to Sean? I missed it. Hold on, go back. Awesome! Yay for Sean! Sean is Wendy's husband. And Sean made goal. 6 weeks of maintenance, and he will be a lifetime member. And just so you know, when you're on that 6 weeks of maintenance, you go up and down, it don't matter. It's only at the end of that 6 week, if you're still within your thing, you're fine. Because I asked, I'm like, what if I go up next week? Do I restart? She goes, no. You have 6 weeks. At the end of the 6 weeks, you got to be where you need to be. That's awesome. Tell him we are so proud of him too, and we are happy for him. Sean, Sean, Sean. That's awesome. Krispy Kreme. Yeah. People put skinny syrups in water. Oh yeah, it's a whole water talk. It's a whole thing on TikTok. I've been hearing that the pumpkin spice creamers are out. Really, McLean? Because I asked that, of course. Of course I asked that. Because I was just so, I needed to get there. I'm like, what if I don't stay here next week? She says, you have 6 weeks. We don't care what you weigh the next 6 weeks, but at that 6th week, you need to be within 2 pounds of your goal. And that's what I did. Yep. I'll have to go back and see what I was, if I was under or not. I'll have to go back and look at my app. Because, all your weights are in there. So I know when I made goal. I made goal December 8th, I believe it was. It was I think it was the 8th of December. I think I made lifetime in January. So I'll have to go look. Oh, I bet you are, McLean. But and too, if they don't tell you that, you don't know. Like, I, of course, go right immediately to that if I gain, because, we're talking me here, which is, the odds are I'm going to, it's just, I go up and down. That's how life goes, I wish I was on a diet. I probably would be a lot easier. I'd probably at goal if I was on a diet. But since I'm a lifestyle person, I kind of have that, fluctuation. I can't find skinny syrup. I got nothing. I was at Walmart today, and you will see if I found the skinny chocolate syrups. I don't want to tell you, because you won't watch the video if you get all the information. It's funny, I don't like the fruity, I only like the citrus splash. That's the only one I like, of the fruity ones. And they don't make it anymore. which breaks my heart in half because that one was the best one I've ever had in the fruity ones. I know it's frustrating, Wendy. I'm telling you, there's something in the water. There is. I've been at every one of them. They have not. And I asked the woman, I said, are you guys like not carrying skinny syrups? She goes, no, I guess we're just, we need, I'm like, yeah, you need to restock because there's nothing there. They are frustrating. They're frustrating when I think, when you've done everything that you know was right, and it's like I think I've gotten pretty good with that because in the beginning it'd be like I would get really upset, and that would just set me off because I've done everything. I had a great week, and for me to say it was a great week, it was an outstanding week, and then I would just snowball into, eating. How much are you drinking? I try not to drink more than 60 ounces. I think that's it's not a doable, consistent thing for me to do. I try to drink like 40. I try to get one of these in, and I haven't even finished this one for today. So this goes to show. I don't know. I've never used the skinny syrups in the water. You'll have to add. Anybody can. What do they taste like? The slice of pizza. Half the pizza was 8 points, I believe. And that's for half of it. You'll see it in the video tomorrow how big that was. Yeah, Home Goods had nothing. Skinny syrups are little 0 points syrups that they're usually sweet, or sometimes they're like maple bourbon pecan. They're really good in like coffees and oatmeals and pancakes. You put it in the batters and stuff. They give it a little sweet, interesting flavor. I mean, there's pistachio, there's gingerbread, there's honey cinnamon, there's butter pecan, which is one of my favorites. There's a million of them, and they come out seasonally, different flavors. And we just most people put them in coffees. Oh yeah, you can put fruit in water. That's great. Yeah, I agree. No more than 60. I agree. I think because it's all about what you sustainably drink. You know. Wow, 80 to 100 ounces. I think that's. I mean, it's doable, but is it sustainable? See, there's where I come into play. Like when I talk to people, you can do anything, but can you sustainably do that? You could have these lofty weight goals, macro goals, water goals. You could do them for a while, but can you sustainably do them? See, that's where I just have that problem. Like I try to keep it realistic that I can do consistently. Oh, it is called Yo. I posted a link. I'll post it again if you want to take a look. I do have 10% off with a coupon. If anybody, let me know if anybody wants to order. Again, never hard sell. Don't feel you have to. If you're interested in ordering, I do have a coupon for 10% off. There's the webs. I should pin that. Yeah, it depletes everything the more water you drink. It definitely depletes it. It's just, and if you have kidney issues, it's not good either. Can anything with water? Yeah, I mean you're gonna have to get that amount of water in. Like you must spend a lot of time in the bathroom. I think my code is Dish WD10. That gets you 10% off. Again, if you drink too much or you can't flush out too many electrolytes and salt. Yes, well, I don't know about too much, but depends how much you're sweating. Like, the only way you're going to get rid of electrolytes if you're sweating profusely. Athletes, like the way I exercise, let's face it, I don't exercise as hard as some people. I'm not losing that many electrolytes, so I don't need to replenish electrolytes. Water is perfect for me. But can you liquidate your electrolytes? Maybe. I don't like to, yeah, sweating depletes more, definitely. Yep. But it's hard. It's a fine line, and can I say this out loud without being like, everybody has the answer that you should do this, you should do that. That's why I don't want to give that advice, because I don't have the answer, and I don't know if my answer is right for you. Like, that's why I don't want to be like responsible for that. Do you understand that? I just think that it's affecting people's health, and you just, I don't know. It's way too much pressure for me. But yeah. Too much water will. I would have to agree with that. I would think there is such thing as too much water. Yes. I mean, our body's made of water. Food is made of water. Vegetables are made of water. Lettuce is made of water. Cucumbers are made of water. So even though you're drinking 80, 90 ounces, you're also eating that water too. So there is, there can be. I mean, but what we preach, sustainability. It's one thing to do it. It's another thing to keep doing it. And you got to keep your goals realistically, Check with your doctor. Exactly. Don't listen to anybody on YouTube. I say that all the time. Don't. Doctor. He's the one that has the fancy schmancy papers on the wall that he had 18 years of school for. That's all. Everybody's got the answers. You should do this, you should do that. Yeah, that's why I thought to myself, I'm not doing that. I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't. You want to talk to me about your problems? I'll listen. But yeah, I'm actually coaching somebody privately on why they eat and stuff like that. And I'm not telling her what to eat. I'm not telling her what not to eat, because that's not my place. Exactly. What can you do consistently? That's awesome, Pat. I just don't know how I could keep up with 120 ounces. How many times are you in the bathroom? Can I ask that, please? How many times? How much are you in the bathroom? Just saying. Wow. No more, not even online products? I'm shocked at that. I thought they would still sell them. Yes, I mean, oh, I bet. Are you missing anything important in that bathroom? You could have a phone in there. Just remember that what you do, this is the truth. This is a statement that should be on a mug. What you do to lose your weight, you will have to do to maintain that weight. So be picky what you do, because if you're drinking 120 ounces of water and you're seeing that scale go down, what happens when you stop drinking 120 ounces of water? That's what I worry about. See, that's where my concern is, and that's what should be on a mug. Wendy? Lose it like you're going to live it. How are you living the rest of your life? That's the only thing I worry about. No more products. That's just sad. They're going to have like a clearance sale, because I like to get some bars. No, they did not close all of them. They closed most of the freestanding ones, but a lot of them are on the thing. Good night, Paula. The new CEO's off her rocker. Can we agree on that one? Yeah, let's all raise our hand. I agree. Well, they used to have products at my location, so I've bought many of them. They have sometimes have a good price on pedos. So I usually buy my pedos through them. You can get them on Amazon, but I always thought Weight Watchers was cheaper. Suzanne is walking around the world. She's going to need another pair of shoes. Yes, Jenny Craig did go out of business. I don't know if they're online only, but all the centers closed. At least around here they did. Also remember, Catherine, that is the BMI height. You've lost over 150 pounds. I think your height, your weight should be a little bit more lenient than that. Just my opinion. I think that's too low too. I do. Only thing I liked, Becky, was the pedos and some of the protein bars, because they were only 4 points. There were 20 grams of protein, and I didn't mind them. Do I have any here? Sometimes I keep a couple over here. I don't. I do love these from Trader Joe's. I keep them right here so I can sit there and say, these are amazing. They're my favorite. Oh, I do have. I do have. I mean, this is a Built Bar. This is a Mud Pie Built Bar. I don't know how this got in here. I got chocolate chips. You never know. Oh, I got some tea in here too. You never know what I find in this drawer. I keep some weird stuff in my drawer, don't I? I don't know what I'm going to pull out. Good night, Catherine. Good night, Wendy. "5 days of balls." That could work. Oh, they're always out of these. These go off. Those and the crunchy crisps, the pea and chickpea snack. I love those too. Yeah, I think Trader Joe's has some pretty reputable stuff. I do. That is low for her height. I was thinking that the thing going myself. I'm shorter and my weight was higher than that. Yeah. Like I said, we all can lose weight. We all can. We've all proven that. We have not proven where we can keep it off. See, there's where the disconnect comes. Losing weight is different than maintaining that weight loss. And if you're only losing the weight and it's unrealistic and you gain it back, you have to have realistic numbers, realistic expectations, realistic food, realistic goals. That's the key. And that's what I learned, and that's what got me to goal. Good night, Audrey. I don't know where Fort Worth is, McLean. That could be, Austin. That could be Dallas. I have no idea. I know, the name Fort Worth, but I don't know how far that is from you. I'm tired. Notice I get up early to go to Trader Joe's. To go to Walmart. I should have slept another half an hour. I only got 7.5 hours, Suzanne. I'm a little sleepy. Fort Worth is next to Dallas. I'm horrible with geography, just so you know. I live between Dallas and Fort Worth. Okay. Yes, you're 5 foot. Yeah, if you're Weight Watchers International, your doctor can deem your weight. If you're a franchise, they only go 10 pounds over with a note, the BMI chart. So yeah. Yep. 5'4". My goal weight was 146. I have a doctor's note for 156. Or 158. I think it was 156. Yeah. Kathy, have you met JR? Did you shoot him? Oh, she did. If anybody shot JR, it was McLean. well, it took me a long time to figure that out, and many attempts. And I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't have that philosophy. When I sat back and I realized that this journey's in my head, and I got to figure out how to maneuver around it. And being 270, I mean, you all, there's some big girls in this room. I mean, I know. And it was never about me getting to a certain size. It was about me getting healthy. And healthy is not a dress size. Healthy is not a number on the scale. And that's, because they know your history. Like they know, he knew I was heavy since I was in puberty. He knew that. So he knew that giving me a realistic weight goal was something like, there's no sense giving you a goal that you're never going to hit. You're just, so how of a disadvantage is that? You're giving somebody who was almost 300 pounds, 135? Is that like, it's not like I gained weight when I was pregnant and I've only had this weight about 8 or 10 years. No, I've had this weight for 40 some years. The odds of me ever being the perfect weight, it's just impossible. You got to think realistically, and you get a doctor that does that. It's very helpful. I mean, there's some doctors that don't. They're like, go by the BMI. Like they don't have to think, but they don't really care about you, the person, because they don't want to sit there and you get. I remember when I was in there, I was 173 when I went in for the appointment, and I was talking, and the doctor said, "I think you're fine at this weight." I said, "Well, they don't want that. I said, this is the weight I have to get." He goes, "Wow." He goes, "I'd write you the note for this weight because I think you look fabulous." You gotta love a doctor who tells you look fabulous at 173. It's like, I love you. Yeah. You're in New Hampshire. I think it's up to the right of me. I'm not even sure. Geography was not one of my strong suits. Other was spelling. Yeah. I have attended, yes. I don't attend regularly. I should, but I don't. You have to, your doctor's the one, and you have to, like I said, we all could lose it. We all can. We've all done it. But how many of us have gained because we can't maintain that? It's unmaintainable. And what a struggle to live the rest of our lives on a diet because we can't maintain an unmaintainable weight. Like, and should we sit there and let all those years pass by? It's just, and I feel it's sad when I see certain people so wrapped up in a number, and it breaks my heart. I hope he will too. He should. If he's worth his weight as a doctor and he really cares about you, you have to, where did you start from? That's where they have to look at, not where you're at now. Like if you have a doctor who doesn't know your history, maybe he won't understand. But when you start talking, you're 270 pounds, you go in there, you're 173, they're like, what the hell happened to you? Like, you look fantastic. And you're like feeling like crap, and you're like, because Weight Watchers tells you gotta lose another 25 pounds, and he's saying, you look fabulous. You're like, really? Because I think I look fat. It's all, I'm telling you, the society sucks. The right thinking, yep. It's all about positivity. It's all about, how you feel in your own skin. And it's the world out there telling us we aren't good enough. We are never going to be good enough. You're never going to be thin enough. You're never going to be pretty enough. Because society deems what is pretty enough, what is thin enough, and what is healthy. How many times do you see people dropping dead who are in great shape and are skinny? Skinny people drop dead almost every day. Mr. Big was on a Peloton. He dropped dead. Had a heart attack. I know it's fictional, but it's a good point. We're not all meant to be. And who says Twiggy was normal? Here's a fun fact. I had an argument with a Weight Watchers leader online, and she apologized when she said nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, which is that typical line that they all say. And I went back at her. I said, And I gave her the definition of skinny and thin in the Webster's dictionary. Neither one was positive. I said, read this definition. Neither one is positive. Unfleshed, unnourished. I said, that's not positive. So to use the word skinny, I think, is a slap in the face to us. Just saying. Yes, I hear you, Marie. Yep, it doesn't snap. It does. When you've been heavy too long, it doesn't. You know, I hear you. Yep, nothing tastes. And that's it. Every time I hear it, and the one leader knew that she looked at me, I'm like, no, you're telling people they're not good enough unless they're skinny. That's not a positive message. Look up thin and skinny in the dictionary. Neither one is a positive thing. It isn't. So I said, why can't you say nothing tastes as good as healthy feels? Nothing tastes as good as being in control feels. How about saying that? And then when she apologized, she's, I'm absolutely, I said, no, you're a weight loss program promoting skinny. I said, and I guarantee you, half of the people that attend meetings never get there, never even finish. But that's what you're touting. We went back and forth. I was not having it. I was not having it. Envoluptuous, Rubenesque is the word. You know, and that's the thing. We have to, and we go in there with such, you know, mentalness because of our whole life. And then that's what they're going to promote. Like, you're getting it there. Like, does it ever stop? Where's the skin? Where's the little girl? And there's a little chubby girl on the stoop. You've heard me. You've heard that story. It was a video I did that. I have to hug the little chubby girl on the stoop. Being in control. That's what we have to learn. Sticking to serving sizes, weighing and measuring, being accountable. That's the things we need to work on, not worrying about being skinny. Ugh. It's hard. And I get slammed every time I say it, but I believe it. And it doesn't matter, like, if people don't like you. And that's the thing, like, I'm not going to sit there and not say it because, it's not going to like that. This chubby girl on the stoop is still inside every one of us. And she's crying in there because people treat her like crap. I have to hug her because she's a beautiful person. She is. Control. It's all about control. And healthy. Healthy is not a dress size. Healthy is not a number on the scale. How many skinny people do you know have high cholesterol, are diabetic? All the time. You're like going, you're diabetic? Like, they're skinny. So, yeah. You know, it's just, and that's the thing. Like, but that society tells us that's what we need to do. We need to be because we're not good enough. Yeah. Exactly, Marie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yes, she was, Marilyn Monroe. Yes, she was. Uh-huh. It is, and that's the thing. And why spend all those years and to learn that early on? And then when you learn that and accept that, good things happen. And all of a sudden, because the pressure is off, guess what? I don't have to be skinny. I don't have to be skinny. I don't have to be a size 4 or 6. I could be an 8, 10 and be gorgeous. You know, it's, you know, that's hard. It is. Oh yeah. And depending on where you get your clothes from, because everybody's sizes are different. So it's like I fit in this size here, and depending where they're made and the material that they use. Because sometimes when you wash it, it just doesn't come back like it used to. Sometimes it gets bigger, you know. It's a whole hot mess. Didn't last Thursday we have an intense meeting too? Thursdays must be my night for intense meetings. Yeah, I agree, Pat. Well, they're diabetics nonetheless, type 1 or type 2. If you're skinny, you should be healthy. You shouldn't even be a diabetic, right? Because that's healthy, skinny. Just saying. I know. Don't forget to thumbs up this live. 2 Thursdays in a row with like, yeah. But that's the thing, like, and that's what you have to get off your chest. And when you hear somebody say what you feel and like they basically validate you, like I just validated a few of you. You're probably like, oh my God, she just validated me. Sometimes you need a little validation, my lovelies. Sometimes you need to be validated. People are mean, and they actually don't even think they're mean. There was a girl that she commented in another group that I'm in about something her mother-in-law said to her. Like, how do you sit there and say that to somebody? Like, I just don't understand. They don't realize that they think because you're chubby and a little extra weight that you don't have feelings. My goodness, it was awful. Oh, Marie. There is always bullies in the playground. It's always going to be a mean girl in our lives. Always going to be a mean girl. I was never a mean girl. I never going to be a mean girl. They think they're helping. Yeah, that's the thing. They think they're helping. They're doing it because they love you. To be a mean. I don't. Yeah, sometimes my parents were the total opposite. They never told me I had a weight issue. I thought I was like a swimsuit model. So they could go the other way too. I remember thinking, my mother said, Denise thinks she's beautiful. Aren't I? Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. I'm beautiful. It is. And it's hard because words hurt. Words stick with us. I mean, you remember them. You remember them. You could probably even hear her saying it out loud. Like those things. And that's what makes us eat, because it's so, how do I get out of the sadness? I'm going to eat because I don't want to deal with it. And then that just snowballs everything else. Oh, yeah. I agree, Marie. I mean, definitely, we eat for many reasons, and sometimes that's that little comfort, that little food that we're eating, whatever it is. It's like it loves us. I always say I break up with my boyfriend food. He's my boyfriend. Wow, Chris. I mean, I bet we all have stories. Oh, I bet you were, Renee. That's the thing. I bet you every one of us has a story to tell. Every one of us has a story to tell. Yep, and that's the sad reality, that we have these stories to tell. We shouldn't. We shouldn't have these stories to tell, but we do. What would you have done if you weren't focused on your? I don't know. Like it comes up so much that it so encompasses our life. What would you be without that? I don't know. That's a good question. The exes never do. Yeah, I mean, and then when we disliked ourselves when we were in good shape, but we thought we weren't, and now we would fight to get back to that size. You know, 12 years old. That's just that. I'm telling you, everybody's got one. I'm telling you, I bet you every one of you can tell a story. Yep. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I've seen people bring their daughters into Weight Watchers at a very young age. Yep. And honestly, if she just gets out and does some fun things, I bet she'd drop that weight. Sometimes kids gain weight because they eat and they don't do anything. Yep. But people think we just have to get off the table. If you just stop, just don't eat it. Like, is it that hard? Just stop. Like, oh my gosh, just don't eat it. Just get off the table. That's all you have to do. Sad. I hear you, Jay Bates, but you know what? We have to rise above that, because those statements are not going to define us anymore. Nope, they're not. We need to rise above that. We are better than all those people and what all those people have to say. You know? Oh, people sometimes they just shut their mouths, Pat, don't they? I know, and I mean, that's the thing. We have to, as hard as it is to block out these people, we have to do it for us, not to prove them wrong. Well, that would be fun. But it's not about them. It's about you, your journey, and your rite of passage. I know, and I love all of you. And yep, there was processed foods, but here's the thing. Processed foods didn't make us fat or heavy or overweight. It's the amount of food. See, there's the disconnect with a lot of people. I see it even today. It's not what we eat, it's how much we eat. You could eat boxed mac and cheese if you just stick to the serving size. We don't. It's all about the amount of food we have. Food is not the enemy. The type of foods are not the enemy. It's the amount of foods that we eat. And that's a whole other video. We could talk about that. It is always the amounts. You can have, I said, a little bit of everything. We didn't gain weight eating little bits. We gained weight eating lots. And that's it in a nutshell. Portion control. Huge, 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 huge. It's everything. Servings, weighing and measuring is everything. You can have everything. You have a piece of cake. Just as long as you weigh and measure it and point it out, you can have it. So, my lovelies, I got to hit the road. I got to take the dog out because he doesn't go out with anybody else anymore. Apparently, he's got anxiety. So, thank you all for joining me tonight. It's always fun to have an entertaining conversation with you. It was a good conversation. We got to keep up with each other. And let's do it. We got each other's backs. Oh, well, welcome, the mothers and daughters. Yeah. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. We will be live again on Sunday night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you. Let's all welcome her before we go, because it's so nice to have somebody new here. We will be back Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Bring all your conversations. Bring all that hurt with you. We will definitely help you out with it, because nobody needs to hurt any of my fabulous lovelies. No. I will sit here and hug every one of you if I have to. It's always a good chit chat. This is why we do it. This is why we do it. Nobody talks as frankly as I do. Just so you know. I've dubbed myself the queen of the weight loss chit chat. So thank you all. A big virtual hug for every one of you. You are all beautiful. You're all worthy. You all deserve it. You all can do it. I believe in you. I do. Because if I could sit here, you can do it as well. I'm living proof. I am living proof. At 57 years old, you can do it. And I'm here to hold your hand. Have a great weekend. I will see you Sunday night. There will be a new vlog tomorrow. There was a vlog today, so go check it out. And I will talk to you later, Gators. Bye-bye.